Some word problems today and identify the structure. What we're looking at is something we've been talking about, and that is that in word problems we first need to determine if the problem is a compare or a part whole or a join or a separate. There are two, the compare and the part whole, which do not include an action occurring. There are two, the separate or the join, that do have direct actions occurring. Let's look at this problem and determine what we have. Cindy blew up some balloons. Her friends gave her 8 more. Now she has 23 balloons. How many balloons did Cindy blow up? Well, we just talked about the fact that if there is a direct action in the problem, then we are looking at either a join or a separate. In this case, Cindy received 8 balloons. Since she is receiving balloons, there is an action, and in this case, it's a join problem. So we're going to go to our set model and use our base 10 blocks, and we're going to model what this problem looks like. Cindy has a resulting number of balloons at 23. She received 8 balloons, so that is our change. Now, as you remember, in a set model, we have a start, and a change, and our equal sign, and our result. And as we've talked about before, this must equal our result. So let's use our base 10 blocks to model the 23. We have our 2 rods representing our 20, which is our tens place. We have our 3 units representing our 3, which is our ones place. And over here we have 8 units representing the 8, again in our ones place. And what we need to find is how many balloons Cindy blew up before her friends gave her 8 more balloons. We can represent this problem by saying we're going to use B for balloons. That's our start amount. I'm going to put a B here to help us remember that that means balloons. Cindy received 8 more balloons, and her result is 23. Now, in this case, we're doing addition. But there is another way that we can do this, and that is by using the opposite, can't think of the word, the inverse of this, and that is 23 minus 8 equals our start, which is our B for balloons. All right, we need to make these equal. We have 8 here and we have 23 here. One way that I can do this is to go over here to my 23 and start at my 8. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I can count from here to find out how many I have above the 8 that I was given. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So now we know that our start number is 15. I know I used the word above and I can't think of any other word that I can swap it for, but all right, we're going to represent our 15 by putting 1 rod in our tens place and 5 units in our ones place. 2, 3, 4, 5. And the important thing here in all cases when we're doing math is that we check ourselves. We know this is 23 and we know this equal means that we have to have 23 here also. So let's count and confirm that that is what we have. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So now we know that we have 15 plus 8 equals 23. We also know that we have 23 minus 8 equals 15. And we can do this by using our place value and show it as 15. I'm sorry, I want to show this different. I want to say 23 minus 8. So I'm going to regroup my tens. And I'm going to say 13 minus 8 is 5. And here I have 10 left, so I bring it down, and my answer is 15. All right, there's another word problem that we're going to work today, and we're going to relocate here to do it. Okay, so here we are. Let's examine our new word problem. Billy and John collect shells. Billy has 23 shells, and John has 9 more shells than Billy. The first thing we need to do is determine what type of problem we're looking at. Do we see a direct action occurring? It says that Billy has 23 shells and John has 9 more. So what we have here is a problem that has no direct action, and therefore we're going to work a compare. We're going to model this with the strip model, and these are our lengths. This length will represent the 23 shells that Billy has. This length is how many shells John has. This is the length that we need to find. Please pretend like that's straight. So this is the shells we do not know. And this length is the 9 more shells that John has. So what we need to do is add this 23 and this 9 to find the length of these shells, of the number that represents these shells. So we're going to do 23 plus 9. 3 plus 9 is 12. We carry our 1, regrouping here our tens place, and we now have 30. So our answer is 32. And we can check our problem by saying 32 minus 9. We regroup our tens. We have 12 minus 9 is 3. And we have 2 in our tens place, which is our 23. So we now know that this length is representing 32 shells.